Hey everybody, it's Sam here from sugarspunrun.com, and today I'm showing you how to make the very best ice recipe. Today I am showing you how to make a foolproof, perfect ice recipe completely from scratch. Now this recipe has been in my family for generations, and I cannot believe I haven't shared it with you sooner. Now the very first thing you want to do before we begin this recipe is you want to go ahead and preheat your freezer to -32 degrees Fahrenheit. This step is very important. You want to make sure it's preheated before you go any further. Now let's talk ingredients. The first ingredient you are going to need is water. Now when making homemade ice, the quality of your ingredients is so important. If you have great tap water, you can certainly use that, but my tap water tastes like it's straight from a swimming pool, so I always opt for pure bottled water. Now what you're going to want to do, the very first step is you want to make sure you take the cap off. Otherwise you're going to have a lot of trouble evenly distributing your water. So now that we have our water prepped and ready, the next thing you're going to need is a fancy handy dandy ice cube tray. Now these are not very difficult to find. They're also not very expensive. I can actually leave you a link in the description below so you can find your very own handy dandy ice cube tray. Now if you want to try to make this without an ice cube tray, you're probably going to have a bad time. I don't really recommend it. Now if you're a regular at making homemade ice in your own house, you're probably not going to have a problem with this next step. However, there is a very important technique when we are preparing our homemade ice. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to carefully tip your water into your ice cube tray. Now, if you're using tap water instead of bottled water, I really recommend pouring that into a bottle that used to hold bottled water and then pouring that into your ice cube tray, because we're not heathens. We should be using tools. This is looking so good and the house smells amazing right now. So what we're going to do though, before we can put this into our preheated freezer, you're going to need a spatula. Now use this to just carefully smooth out the ice, that way you don't have any wrinkles. Now here is where the magic happens. We are going to transfer this to our preheated freezer and we are going to leave it alone overnight. That's right, you are not going to do anything else, and the next morning you are going to have perfect homemade ice. Is it tomorrow already? It must be, because my ice is finished and ready to go. Take a look at how perfect this natural homemade ice is. And that is how you make completely from scratch homemade ice cubes. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. If you try this one out, please leave me a comment. I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you guys enjoyed today's homemade ice video, there's really no hope for you. I don't know what to recommend. Hey, if you guys enjoyed today's homemade ice video, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, if you enjoyed today's recipe, here are a few others you might like as well. This is really cold.